Hello everybody, Hebro77 here with yet another YouTube vintage action figure video. And today's action figure video we will look at the good old 407 3 and 3/4 inch M.A.S.H action figures. These are vintage action figures. I just got them in today, and we've got several different ones here. But the ones I'll be showing you the back carded. These are all carded, but I may be opening them sooner or later to make a few little action figure movies. As you all know, that's what I do here on the Hebro channel. Also, I wanted to show you real quick before I get into the figures themselves. I have some Jeeps here. Well, here's the figures themselves real quick. Alright. You have Klinger. Yeah. Father McKay. BJ Honeycutt. Winchester. Hot Lips. And down here we have, I couldn't display them all, Colonel Potter. And good old Hawkeye. And you can see with Hawkeye, his head sticking up out of the package here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and open him first. But now, for right now, let me get out these little Jeeps that I'm going to show you real quick. The little Jeeps. I will not be keeping these, so I might as well put them on display here. I promised them to a friend of mine. Let's see if you can see this one from the glare. This is a truck, and this one is the Jeep that they always showed in the show, and this one is the ambulance that they always showed in the show. It seems like they showed the Jeep more. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Jeep was in the intro of the show.
I'm not sure.
But that voice you hear in the background is my friend Scott. He's been staying with me this week. And you saw him on a live stream, or you heard him on a live stream the other night. But that's who I'm going to be giving these to. Do you mind being on camera?
No, not at all.
Alright, well here's Scott. That's my
Hi,
friend.
everyone.
Here's who I'm giving the ambulances and the Jeeps to. Oh, let's look on the back of these real quick before I hand the last one over to you. Looks like they got a fire truck or something. I'm not sure what that is there. Oh, it looks like a rig.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rig.
Like.
I don't ever remember a rig being on M.A.S.H.
No.
And then you got the helicopter. That would be pretty neat to have. I gotta tell you, man, if I get the medical copter, I'm keeping it for myself.
I don't blame you there.
And on the front of the package here, we see the cast of M.A.S.H. It's the cast that they would go for the rest of the series. And you got the M.A.S.H. and it's from Tough Wheels. Die cast metal. I didn't even realize that's what that was. So kind of like Hot Wheels. These are about the size of Hot Wheels. I might get a few of these later on, probably out of the package. Let's see what year these came out. Look on the back here. They usually say on the back. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. 81. Do you see that? 1981. So that's kind of cool. These came out in 81. And I'll hand that over to my friend Scott there.
Alright. Thank you.
And if, show that up to the camera again real quick.
The back.
No, the front.
Oh.
As you can see right here, the holes aren't punched. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Now all these cards that I'm showing you here, the holes have been punched in. Okay, let's start with Klinger. Now the thing about Klinger is they did have him. They do have him in dress because you look at the back here. Here's the ones I do have. There's Hawkeye, B.J. Honeycutt, Hot Lips, Winchester, Colonel Potter, Father McKay, and there's the Klinger that has the sort of feminine outfit, or doesn't really look like a dress, but like a pantsuit or something. A woman, some kind of woman. It's not pantsuit, but like I can't explain this outfit too well. But it's not a dress per se. It's definitely like pants or something, and maybe like a top, but that looks like maybe a purse. Looks like he's got a purse with him, and a little flowery thing in his ear, in his hair. Look at this kid. This kid looks like he's gonna beat somebody up. He looks like he's just like an evil, like Damien or something, man. Look at that look on that kid's face. These all came with a free special offer, and I'll read it to you, even though it's right there on your screen. To receive your own M.A.S.H 4077th fabric patch, collect the special TriStar packages and mail together with a stamped self-addressed envelope too. And there's the address. I wonder if you could still do this. That'd be funny. I doubt it very much, but that would be interesting. Maybe you could still write to them. I don't know. Please wait at least 4 weeks for delivery. Boy, that's a long time. I know nowadays we don't get something after a week. We get disappointed. We're out there waiting.
Yeah.
We're emailing the guy by that time. So here you can see the patch. This is M.A.S.H 4077th. It's got the helicopter on there, the medical copter. Which I did not get a medical copter with these guys, but I do have a Dragonfly that came with the G.I. Joes, and that'll work for now. It's got the little thing on the skis on the bottom that I put like a little stretcher underneath, so that works. So here we have Klinger in his non-woman's outfit. He's just regular army fatigues, and as you can see there, you got the Klinger name tag, which is just cardboard, and you got the little sign that they had that had all the hometowns and stuff from which they were from, pointing the way. And then you also have like Tokyo on there and Seoul, you know, just says different things. Well, I think a lot of those are like for the main cast.
Yeah.
Their
hometowns.
Their hometowns and stuff. And of course, the guy that Mike Farrell, who played B.J. Honeycutt, said in an interview once that he took his San Francisco sign. So I'll put that. Klinger. And here is Hawkeye. He's excited to get out of the package. He's hopping out of there. And he has almost like the doctor color type shirt underneath his army uniform. It looks like, it doesn't look like the regular army green like you see over here. And here's of course another picture of the cast members. I might save one of those, or maybe all of them. And there's like the stethoscope, along with, I believe, his dog tags are up in there too. And so I'll get him out. He'll be the first one out of the package. I wonder if these have different backings on them. I guess not. They're all the same. Oh, what's cool is you could also get these vehicles at the time, I guess. You get a Jeep, and you get the ambulance and the helicopter. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to look for those online sometime. But what was funny is every time they got into that Jeep, you knew they were going to get in trouble. Every time they got on that road, that damn road, they were always going to get shot at or something. Something was going to happen, bombed at or shot at or something, or they were going to get it stolen. It always happened every time, almost every time. I won't say every time, but almost every time. So anyway, he's about to come out of there, and then we got good old Colonel Potter, which if you look closely, you can see he's got glasses on, which I think the only time he really wore the glasses when he was reading something. I don't ever actually remember him having them on full time. But they got him, he's got a little bit of white hair right there. He of course, was played by Harry Morgan. I said that a little bit backwards there. If you look closely, you can see the bird, the Colonel bird on that side, and then he's got the medical symbol on that side. And it's just Colonel Potter. Colonel Potter, that's all. It's almost a shame they didn't come out with Colonel Blake. I think that would have been kind of a cool addition to see, to give you an option to have both colonels. And also they didn't come out with Radar. And here's Father McKay. I'm wondering on Father McKay if they got two different versions of him. Because they got this one with his usual get-up and the hat. And he didn't wear the hat all the time, but, he did have it on sometimes. So anyway, there he is. His dog tag. We'll put that over there. And we got B.J. Honeycutt. And again, it's a shame they didn't make Trapper John. It would have been nice to have an alternative figure where you could alternate between Trapper John and B.J. Honeycutt. And or maybe if you weren't a B.J. fan, you'd have your Trapper John, because there was a lot of people that got upset when Trapper John left the show and BJ filled in for him. Now, I like BJ. I thought he was pretty cool. But, and I'm one of those people that's a huge BJ fan. But, with that being said, I would go with Trapper John also. I think I like the Trapper John in the movie better than the Trapper John in the show. I think he had more of a wild personality.
Yeah.
I think what they actually might have done, what it seems like to me, is they took Trapper John and B.J. Honeycutt. If you took those two and you mixed them and put them in a blender, mixed them together, you would kind of get the Trapper John from the movie. Because it seemed like it was both of their personalities mixed together. So there you go. There's that one. And here's another one. I won't say that this is a shame, but I would have liked to see a Frank Burns figure. But we've got the Winchester. And, of course, you can't say Winchester without saying, I guess I just did.
Third.
There we go. I froze up there. I don't know what the heck happened. But you can't say Winchester without saying Charles Emerson Winchester III. It's almost impossible to say it without saying it like that. You got to put the third in there when you say Charles Emerson Winchester. You got to put the third in there. But no, he's pretty cool. I liked his character better than Frank Burns because the guys, when they would joke around with him and stuff, he could take a joke and he could dish it right back too, and that's what was kind of cool about his character. And towards the end there, he actually got kind of human, and he got to the point where he liked his music and he would play his music and stuff. And the very last episode, he met these Koreans. I guess it was North Koreans?
Yeah.
Captured North Koreans, and he taught them. Well, they already knew how to play, but he kind of did like a what do they call that, Scott? Maestro.
Yeah, orchestra.
Yeah, kind of an orchestra type deal with them, and he started to really like them.
Yeah.
And then it was really sad whenever they got shot. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They got killed
Yeah.
in the episode, and he got really upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't usually get upset about anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, in fact, and when he didn't barely blink an eye when he'd lose a patient. I don't think he really cared about him too much.
No.
But I think it was like the 8th or 9th season. He really started to lighten up and quit being such a snob.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty cool. That's what I liked about him. He didn't go running off to the